Welcome everyone, I'm Holly.
I'm Grayson.
I'm Grant. And today we are going to make fall in a jar, which is a great, small, compact fall jar. So we're going to do some more decorating with you this week. And fall in a jar I thought was a great idea because we're small on space here at the Giles Frontier. And so if I can pack a punch, like I said before, with small things, it's awesome. Well, we're going to do two things with you today. We're going to do fall in a jar, and we're also going to do nature in a jar. And this is a great gift that your kids can make for family members or friends or things like that. So what we're going to do is, as I talk with you about how we make them, Grayson is going to put together another fall in a jar over here. This one was actually a cookie jar that I took out of the cabinet. And Grant is going to work on his own nature in a jar for his cousin he's going to give to him later on today. So Grayson's going to go ahead and get started. So fall in a jar, what I did was I had this. You can go ahead and work on yours too if you want to. Fall in a jar is just something I took out of the cabinet. It already had the chalkboard thing on it, which was perfect. This was a cookie jar. He's doing his rocks. It was a cookie jar. And so all I did was I had a bag of those gourds and pumpkins and things that I got at a craft store. I had a little bag of those. And I had pine cones and leaves and different things. And then I'm also using some string lights. These are battery operated lights that I got at the dollar section at Target. These were actually $3. They're battery operated. You could use plug-in lights if you wanted to, but this is movable and super easy to do. So then all I did was just stack it. I started with the pine cones and added in the gourds and added different things in. I kind of wove the lights around in there so that you could kind of see everything lit up. And then when I closed the lid, I made a nice ribbon out of twine. And then I have these chalk markers. If you don't have these are awesome because you can do great things with, it looks like chalk, but it's marker so it doesn't smudge. And I use a chalk marker to write fall on the front. So this is completely portable and movable, and it fits perfectly on a little shelf. It's also a great gift idea if you're going somewhere for Thanksgiving. It would be a perfect hostess gift to take. The kids can get involved. If you're on a nature walk, you can grab some things and put it in there. So Grayson, with his jar, oh look, he's made like a little turkey. So let's hold it up so we can show. So this was our cookie jar. And Grayson started with a layer of corn on the bottom. Then he put some pine cones and moss. We live here in Florida, and our trees, our oak trees, are covered in moss, and I love to use them as decoration. And so he put some moss in between. He did his gourds and pumpkins, and then he just took his lights and put them right on top. And I'm not quite sure if you can see it lit up, but it's really pretty. I had some ribbon left over, and then he just he has some turkey feathers. So he actually made it kind of look like a turkey. It's really cute. So that's his fall in a jar. It's a great project for kids to do. We're also going to give you, the link above is our link to Fall in a Jar that we have up on our website right now, and gives you explicit instructions and all the ingredients that I use to make this particular one right here. And then Grant has finished his nature in a jar. And I'm going to put it up, see if you can see it a little bit. He's got a beautiful little pine cone in there. He's got some moss. He has pretty little pine cones still on the branch. And what else do you have in there? Oh, and he has a frog. Not a real frog, but a plastic frog. So the idea of nature in a jar, and actually Cheryl is going to put that up there for you, nature in a jar, on our website. It's a wonderful gift idea for your kids to do if you've gone on a nature walk, or you can get some things at the craft store. What I do is we actually use baggies. Grant dumped his, we have little pebbles down here. So what I do is I layer. I'll take this one apart for you. So I layer the jar. Did you lose your gourd? So in here I have some moss. Let's see what we've got here. Our grass. And I'll just dump it out. So in our jar I've made a tag that tells you all the possibilities that you can do with your nature jar. You can catch ladybugs, catch crickets. You can grow a plant, an air plant even, like moss, you can grow inside, or make a little terrarium inside your jar. So it makes a perfect gift for children that children can make. And then what I do is I just took baggies and we layered rocks, pebbles, put those down at the bottom. And then we actually give them a little dirt if they want to grow something. So we put dirt in the baggie and put that down. And then just for color, I took that moss, it comes in a sheet at the craft store. You can do lots of great things with. And I just cut a piece to give it some color like grass. And then I lay that inside there. And then what else? Actually, we found this beautiful wasp nest. The shapes and everything are so beautiful, and it would just be perfect if we put that inside of our nature jar to give. We also have some lichen. We found different things that fall from the trees that are growing that just have beautiful shapes and colors in them that we put in there. We have nice acorns, and sometimes I might spray paint them if I'm doing a craft at home, but for kids you probably don't want to do that. So we put acorns in there. I took a piece of burlap and I just cut a square to fit on the top, and then we screw on the lid. And it makes a perfect gift anytime for birthdays, holidays, anything. But it's great for your kids to get involved. You could almost do an assembly line. After you go on your nature walk, bring all your items back and make an assembly line for the things you want to do in your nature jar. So what else do we want to share with you? Actually, we've got several things in a jar going on our website, and Cheryl's going to put those up for you. We have some Thanksgiving ideas, some simple table decorating, and you can find all of those links in the comments of our live video today that Cheryl's going to put up for us. And so here we have our simple, easy crafts today, our fall in a jar and nature in a jar. And it's a beautiful day here in Central Florida. The breezes are blowing and you can kind of feel fall in the air. And so I also want to share a great recipe with you. My stepfather is an awesome chef, and my husband just had his wisdom teeth out yesterday. So he is making him cheesy cauliflower soup. And let me just tell you, you have not had soup until you've had this cheesy cauliflower soup. So Cheryl's going to put that recipe up for you in the comments of the video. So you want to go over there to his website, which is Food Fantastic, and check out that recipe. Get in the spirit of the fall season, put some soup on, and make your fall in a jar. So until next week, I'm Holly.
I'm Grayson.
I'm Grant.
And next week, you don't want to miss, we are going to be making jewelry on the prairie. We're going to take Little House on the Prairie and visit it for the holidays and have some really awesome crafts that your kids can make as gifts for the holidays. And as always, we just want you to know that our goal here at the Giles Frontier is to, get your family creative and enjoy your time together. We want to encourage creativity, curiosity, and play. So
you guys need to join us for our creative ideas on thegilesfrontier.com.
And homeschool inspiration for moms.
Yes, homeschool inspiration for moms. So until next week, we'll see you later.